I feel stared into my soul. Yeah.
Lol.
Okay. German. I don't understand them.
So this is my love, introducing you my love. Yeah, Bianca from Germany. Today we are discussing what are we discussing? We're discussing stereotypes like Russia, blah blah, Germany, what we think of each other, and yeah, breaking some stuff down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Begin. you begin.
Okay. So, what is your favorite topic? What should we start with?
My favorite topic. You're cutting me without a knife, like Russians say. Maybe stereotypes.
Stereotypes. Oh, yeah.
About our countries.
Okay. So I don't know if the stereotypes Germans have about Russia differ much from the rest of the world. It's like the typical gopnik stuff with Adidas and drinking a lot of vodka, never smiling, and that they are very, very cold, maybe?
Russians.
Yeah. Germans say that. Think about that. But yeah, so these are the main stereotypes. I don't think it's true, but all my friends think I'm nuts.
And Russians think of Germany, what do they think of first? Oktoberfest. It's a festival where Germans drink beer and they have all these Fräuleins, walking like similar to me, but different colors, and they have sausages. They think of beer and the German quality stuff like BMW, like the cars. So we have this perception of Germany as if it's something like quality stuff.
Yeah, most of my friends who are foreign and think about Germany, they always say we are on time, that this is a big stereotype, but it's true that we are always on time and that we aren't funny. That is often a thing, and that we can dance. Maybe that's also true. You only have to go to a German bar or, I don't know, club or whatever. They can't dance at all. But yeah.
I wouldn't say Russians are cold, but they're just the way of living and the way they are, I don't know, the culture. It's not normal for Russians just to smile at you in the street, and it's like, what?
You ever you're just you're looking around and then you accidentally meet someone's eyes. So instead of just awkwardly staring at them for a second, you just give them a little smile and then they smile back and then you're like, okay, nice.
For some like polite Russians, I guess it's okay, like when you, in certain situations, when you give a nod.
But the thing is, I mean, Germans don't smile either. It's in the street, it's I don't know why it's always criticized about Russians, because we don't smile either, and we stare. Okay, we have the German stare. So if you are like not fitting in their ideal image, I can tell a lot of stories about that, then they will stare at you and don't even look away when you stare back. That's a fun thing, yeah.
But Russians, they look away. If you don't look away, probably it means something. Either you want to fight or you want to flirt or something like that. So
whenever I'm in Germany, I'm always afraid of making something wrong. I feel stared into my soul. Yeah, you probably will be stared at. And no, you don't do something wrong, because everything, like when someone talks in another language, they will stare. It's normal here. They don't want to be mean. They are just like that. Aww. I'm used to it, so I'm not recognizing that anymore.
With Russians, it's they might look cold on the outside, but it's like with I wanted to come up with an example, but it's like, when you have something tough on the outside but soft on the inside, they will do everything for you, very people with big hearts.
I have a friend for life, mostly.
But I love spending time in Germany. I do find German people funny, actually. Lol.
I think they are, mostly.
Another stereotype, maybe?
What, for Russians?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe because you're very feminine. Yeah, it's also a stereotype that the women in Russia are all very feminine.
Yeah. And
take care of their appearance. Yeah, and beautiful, and that they take all care of their appearance very much.
Yeah, we have different people here.
Like in every country, you have different people.
But it's a good stereotype. It's fun. What else is there about Germany? And adult movies, of course. Yeah, it used to be a huge stereotype that adult industry is in Germany.
Maybe in the past.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I don't know what they did in the 70s.
What about staring at people in the street? So when I was in Sweden, Swedes normally they keep this huge distance between, and they don't. Yeah, they.
So you won't get to know each other. Is that what you mean? To interact?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if they don't know you, they will not interact. It's so weird. Stereotype. Germans are very domineering. What is domineering?
I don't know either. I saw the question earlier.
Domineering. I'm gonna translate. Two non-native speakers are trying to understand. Okay. So they're asking if Germans like to dominate.
You can't generalize it. I mean, I have an idea where the stereotype comes from. I don't think you can generalize it. You have dominant people everywhere, and it is. I would say we don't have time for bull. You know what I want to say. So when someone talks to you, especially let me explain. I have a colleague at work, and she's from the US, and she had to get used to the thing that when she wrote mails or talked about ideas, that we don't listen anymore when the idea isn't good at all. So we tell the person, no, that's not working, so come up with something new. Maybe that is kind of dominant, could be, I don't know. It's very direct.
I perceive it as initiation, but we also are aware of this cultural thing that you guys, when you're not pleased by something, you call the police on your neighbors.
Okay, Germans love their rules, okay? And they love when it's quiet. So after 10 o'clock, you aren't allowed to make any noise. And on the weekend, I guess, on Sunday is very holy here. So yeah, it often happens that when you have a party and your neighbors are totally annoyed by that, then they will call the police on you. Yeah, that's true.
The stereotype is that when Germans are not happy, they're not gonna talk to you directly. They call the police immediately.
You mean when you have something on the street, when you have a fight with someone or whatever?
Yeah.
When you're arguing?
Something like that.
We have German Karens. That's true. They will call the police. The thing is, the police doesn't care about that. So they will take a lot of time to arrive at the place, except someone is hurt. When you tell them, yay, here we have, I see some people are arguing, they will take a long time to get there. So don't call the police in such a situation. But yes, they do that. They don't interact themselves because we are taught don't risk anything, call the police.
And that sounds very weird. Why not tell them to be quiet, and if they don't, then call the police? Yeah, I agree. Oh, there is a firework outside, but I cannot take webcam. So is confrontation rare in Germany? Tell us.
Yeah, it's rare when some people are going to get into a fight, like a situation where you could call the police. No one will confront them, and even if someone is, what I experience a lot, if there is some kind of fight in the train or whatever, like people saying really bad words to one another, mostly the women get up and intervene, but that happens not very often.
I know that you're learning Russian for some reason.
Yeah, for some reason. And you want to know this reason, or?
Yes, do tell us the reason.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. So I'm older than I look, guys, really. And when the Soviet Union broke down back in the 90s, now I'm sounding like a grandma. But when the Soviet Union broke down, I heard a speech of Gorbachev, and I was 6, 7 at the time, and I immediately loved the language, the sound, everything. And then I asked my parents, which language is that? And I want to learn it. And then my parents looked at me, no, you don't want to learn that. And that was the end of discussion. So it took me 30 years to finally get into learning Russian.
This is not what I expected, really. I tried to use my Hochdeutsch in Bavaria, and they just laughed at me, so I stopped using and learning German at that point.
Yeah, because Bavarians are very peculiar. When they want to be in our country, okay? So Bavaria is like the elite of Germany in their eyes. And when you try to speak Hochdeutsch, so standard German, there they will only laugh at you because they have their own dialect and you should not learn that dialect. They are strange people.
I know people from the north of Germany that laugh at Bavarian Deutsch.
Me too. So I'm from West Germany.
Yeah, because it's like a funny dialect, they say.
I don't understand them. When they speak really in the dialect, I can't understand a word.
Wunderbar.
Wunderbar.
Have you ever read Mark Twain's The Awful German Language? Very funny. The long words.
Oh, yeah, the long words, but Russia also has very long words. Try to learn Russian and you will experience that in the first lesson.
True. German long words are just connected, like small words connected all together.
Right.
You can read them, it's fine.
Yeah.
But Russian. What is the guest's profession? Who are you von Beruf?
So it's a little bit complicated to explain because German system there is a little bit wide-ranged.
Simple words.
But in simple words, I teach physics at university. So.
Yes.
Oh no, what do you think?
Who is her guest? My guest is Bianca from Germany. She's very, very smart.